Hello and welcome back. I'm Aditi. In the previous lecture, we learned about the sort and filter function. And now in this lecture, we are going to learn about the text function. So we are going to begin this lecture with the upper, lower and proper functions. Let's start with the upper function. The upper function in Excel gives us the uppercase version of a given text string. Let's try this in Excel. Suppose we want any particular text to be in uppercase. Let's say, for example, we want the country names to be in uppercase letters. We would do this in a new column. We use the function upper. We just write equals to upper and specify the text cell and press enter. Now the selected country name is changed to uppercase letters. And if we want to do the same for all the rows of the country column, we drag it and Excel would automatically know and change the cell name each time and perform the calculations required. Next, we have lower function. The lower function in Excel gives us the lowercase version of a given text string. Performing a lower function on any string is the same as in the case of upper function. We simply write equals to lower and specify the cell name inside the parentheses. This gives us the text string in lowercase, and we can even drag it and copy the same formula for all other rows without typing the formula for all rows again and again. Next, we have the proper function. The proper function sets the first character to uppercase and all other characters to lowercase. We have all the text strings in proper form, but still, for practicing, we can try it on the lowercase strings, which we just got using the lower function. For using the proper function, we type equals to proper and specify the cell name inside the parentheses, and we get the required result. The first character of each word is changed to uppercase and rest are lowercase. We can drag and copy the same for all other rows as well. We learned about upper, lower and proper functions. And in this lecture, we are going to learn about the left, right and search functions. So, let's begin with the left function. The left function allows us to extract a substring from a string, starting from the leftmost character. We specify the text as well as the number of characters to be extracted inside the left function. Let's say, from the country names, we want to extract only the first 6 characters from the left. So for this, we write equals to left and specify the cell name and the number of characters as 6. And we get the first 6 characters from the country name. We can copy the same formula to other rows as well by just dragging it, and we get the result for other rows as well. Next, we have the right function. The right function allows us to specify the text as well as the number of characters to be extracted inside the right function. Now let's say we want to extract the 6 characters from the end of the string. So for this, we write equals to right and specify the cell name and the number of characters as 6, and we get the first 6 characters from the country name. We can copy the same formula to other rows as well by just dragging it, and we get the result for other rows as well. Next, we have the search function. The search function returns the location of the substring in the string. The search function is not case sensitive. That means small a and capital A are treated the same in Excel. Now let's say we search for the position of M in the gender column. So we write equals to search and specify the text to be searched and the text from which we search, and this returns the location of M in the first row of the gender column. Extract a substring from a string starting from the rightmost character. We can copy the same formula to other rows as well by just dragging it, and we get the result for other rows as well. So this is how we perform the text function in Excel. We learned about the left, right and search functions, and in this lecture we are going to learn about the trim, concat and len function. So let's begin with the trim function. The trim function returns a text value with the leading and trailing spaces removed. We already know the use of left and right functions. Let's say we extracted 7 characters from the country name, the United States, from the rightmost. We can observe the leading space in the string extracted, and this is where the trim function comes in use. We can trim all the leading and trailing spaces in a string. We just write equal to trim and specify the cell name or say the string, and we get the result after trimming all the leading and trailing spaces from the string. We can observe that now this string does not contain any space. Next, we have the concat function. The concat function allows us to join 2 or more strings together. Let's say we want to concatenate the first name and last name. So we use the concatenate function to do so. We type equals to concatenate and specify the cell names to be concatenated. And note that for space between the first name and last name, we specify it inside the double quotes. We can drag it and the formula is automatically copied for all other rows. Next, we have the len function. The len function returns the length of the string. Len function returns the number of characters present in the string, including the space characters. We would try this in Excel. We type equals to len and specify the cell name inside the parentheses, and it returns the length of the string. To find the length of other strings in the column, just drag this and it returns the length of other strings as well. So here comes an end to this lecture.